How are gas supplies looking at the moment then?
Good morning and thank you for having me. Yes, actually, if you look at the average over the past few years, our storage levels are standing at 37% at the moment. And that's actually not too far from, pre-energy crisis levels on average. But in the past 2 years, since there had been a lot of supply anxiety surrounding refilling stockpiles due to, the uncertainty surrounding Russian flows, the markets have made sure to keep the supplies at a higher level by the end of the winter. And so that's why the market is a little bit anxious at the moment about the current level.
Yeah, OK. So top line historically, not below average, 37%. But given the context around our shortage of gas coming through from Russia, 37%, I mean, to me, it sounds pretty concerning. But historically, you're suggesting that it's not a massive outlier. What is happening when it comes to prices then? Yeah,
absolutely. So as you were saying, prices have come down a little bit since their peak back at the beginning of the year. And that's mostly due to the fact that, at the end of last year, we faced a few challenges surrounding, gas consumption, such as windless weather that boosted a little bit gas to power generation. There was also a little bit colder weather compared to the previous year. And we had a complete halt in Russian flows from the east at the end of 2024. So all of those combined had made prices surge. But most recently, given the milder weather, we've seen a little bit less withdrawals from storage, and I think this has kind of reassured the market a little bit.
OK, what then? And I'll kind of push you on this then. What is the outlook for prices through the rest of this year and into 2026? How much clarity do you have, or transparency do you have right now around forward-looking pricing?
So one very interesting phenomenon that's playing out at the moment is that we are seeing an inverted forward curve for gas prices in Europe. And what I mean by this is that ever since November last year, we're seeing the summer prices in 2025 being higher than the winter prices for the following winter. And that's very unusual because winter is a big season for gas consumption, right? And the reason behind this is entirely policy-driven. So the European Commission has set storage targets by the 1st of November up to 90%. Those storage targets could be readjusted at some point in the future. But given that hard target at the moment, the markets are making sure that they refill storage throughout summer and not during the winter.